Hey everybody, welcome to Reaction Tuesdays. I'm here to react to SWB and Escape Queens of R&B. Well, I tell you, that show right there is getting to be very interesting. Uh, what I had seen is Sunday. I was like, dang, they finally don't kick Latasha out their group, but it's gonna show on next week. Uh, preview, and it's gonna be the final season. I was like, oh, this is just too much. And then it was like that they was just wasn't agreeing on a lot of stuff when it came to like SWB was saying they feel like week should be the end, and Escape feel like understanding should be the end. But then it came to the reaction of this. Kind of find out that um Rocky BIVENS, which is Latasha's husband, had been taken. He was out on the take with uh, a promoter. He was getting 10 grand on top of whatever. The promoter said the only way that he would do it if he can get all four members. And Tamika Scott got the receipts, and it was seeming like that Latasha said, uh, in next week episode, Latasha said it was like to her sister was going against her and being up on the group side. And I was watching it a while ago on YouTube where Latasha was seeing how Tamika Scott was singing her part, and I guess Latasha and didn't like it. But if I recall, you signed a whole gospel contract and you don't start recording your album. Girl, come on. Girl, come on. Get your life. And if you ain't got no life, get the one that you got. Or try to get one. And so, I'm sorry about that, child. So that and then on top of that, Candy was saying that if he out on the tape, I can't trust your husband. So Latasha picks up her phone and she calls Rocky, and I guess she asking him, but as the phone rings, the show gets ready to go off and said to be continued. Uh then on top of that, SWB, Coco had got tired. Coco was at her point because Coco is diagnosed with bipolar, allegedly. That's what she said. So Coco said she was out her medication. She ain't got time for all this drama. And so was Lily. They was at a point where they were getting tired. And basically Taj was too. Taj said Coco just saying that it doesn't make no sense that we going through all of this. You know what I'm saying? And she saying, and Candy was saying, well, y'all getting what y'all want. And Lily said, we ain't getting nothing. Because and then Lily said, okay, they got all these followers. If they had this many followers, why they ain't sold no 90 million records? And I do agree. And then on next week episode 2, I'ma still react to that too. But I'm gonna tell y'all, because Tiny daughter spoke up for SWB and said SWB has sold more records, mama, than y'all. And Tiny said, but we put the peoples in the seat. And she was saying that because we don't go on the stage with just overalls And we just have a whole production. Well, girl, y'all can afford it. You understand? And ain't nobody trying to have a whole production. Ain't nobody trying to have all of that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to, just make their bag and keep it moving. But I was glad to see that uh Tamika and her sister got made Tamika walked in the room and she said, "Hey," and then Rocky Bivens speaks and said, "Hey, meet Tamika," like that, and she didn't say nothing to him because at this time, what is it to say to you when you keep doing the unordinary and you keep doing stuff that don't make any sense? You calls in to Tasha K, tell Tasha K this and tell Tasha K that. Then on top of that, you on the tape about some promoter about some show that they done. Then also they it was on YouTube where Tasha, not Tasha, Latasha was seeing how the group was doing shows without her. But for what I'm from what I'm seeing, they saying that Latasha used China said she Candy didn't want to get all in it and get serious about the situation, and Latasha keep doing what she doing. And she said she said she hates to say it, but Candy was right. Latasha is doing the same thing. Every time we get up here, she wants to go and act like the Diana Ross of the group and get a solo deal. Which I guess they saying it ain't nothing wrong with getting a solo deal, but if that's what you want to do, then you do it. But at the same time, don't don't come back to the group and use the group for your own purpose. That's what I'm saying. So it been a lot, and oh, wait a minute, let me say this one last thing. So when they was in wardrobe trying to get their wardrobe together, and the guy said, "Oh, hey, everybody," he said, "This is my assistant slash boyfriend, my boyfriend slash assistant." I thought that was cute though, because they working together. And they was this. I mean, it was at a point to where SWB Coco just spoke out and said, "You know what? Won't y'all just do y'all part of y'all show, and we'll do ours, and we'll just leave it at that." Because I can understand Coco frustration is it's just like all this going back and forth, and Coco saying that this is not what she signed up for. She said she didn't sign up for this. She said that group has definitely have a lot of problems. Um, because she was going back and forth with Tamika, and I guess Tamika didn't know who she was dealing with. Because Coco was going with her. Coco was, getting ready to go at her. And Lily and Tides, they gonna be right there by their sister, they sis. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like Tamika even said because uh Tamika asked, "Don't y'all have y'all own?" She said, Escape have separate dressing room," and she was just like, "No, we share a dressing room." So she was just saying, Tamika was saying how Tiny have a dressing room to herself with a piano in it. It's basically that. But Taj was saying that they they share a dressing room. It's not important for them to have because Lily was going off saying this material stuff. We don't have to have a dressing room with a piano in it. And then so Latasha was like she didn't understand what all that was coming from, and then she had told her, and it was all because of how you say it, Tiny. But everybody knows Tiny got that big money. Tiny don't want to be in a room with a whole bunch of girls. That's just it. So I mean, they're just Tiny, you know. But I think Tiny and Canada take their level into a whole different situation. I don't really care for them if you ask me. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about what was going on. You know, so I every week if it's a show that I like and that I'm watching, I will do a reaction. This coming up Saturday, which will be the 8th, um, Love and Marriage Huntsville premiere. And everybody out there, y'all know that's my show. And y'all also, I want to talk about how I'm coming up on my year of for my YouTube channel. I got to figure out to do something. I just don't know what. I figure it out though. I love y'all. Mwah.